What if 150 Iranian attack boats swarmed a lone U.S. destroyer in the Strait of Hormuz, and two outdated Cold War bombers turned the tables in just 12 minutes? This is the story of March 4th, 2026, when overwhelming numbers met overwhelming technology. Strait of Hormuz. USS John Finn, an Arleigh Burke-class destroyer, is sailing peacefully through the world's most strategic waterway. The crew is at normal watch, radar scanning, systems nominal. Then, in one instant, everything changes. The radar screen erupts with contacts. Not 10, not 20, 150. From hidden coves along the Iranian coastline, attack boats pour into the strait like wasps from a disturbed nest. Small, fast, deadly, each one loaded with anti-ship missiles and torpedoes. Above them, 30 Iranian kamikaze drones swarm toward the destroyer. Iran's plan is simple and brutal. Overwhelm the American destroyer with sheer numbers. No single ship can defend against 180 simultaneous threats. The destroyer's phalanx CIWS guns spin to life, spitting 4,500 rounds per minute at the incoming drones. Several explode mid-air, but the boats keep closing. 50 mph, range 8 miles, and decreasing fast. USS John Finn is alone. Outnumbered 180 to 1. The Iranians think they've won. What they don't know is that 30,000 FT above the Persian Gulf, two massive aircraft are already diving toward the strait. Not stealth bombers, not fighters. Two Cold War-era B-1B Lancers, nicknamed the Bone, each carrying a weapon Iran has never seen in combat. In 12 minutes, Iran's largest naval operation will become a graveyard. When overwhelming numbers meet overwhelming technology, this is what happens. Subscribe to understand March 4th, 2026. You need to understand what happened 3 days earlier, March 1st, 2026. American B-2 stealth bombers struck deep inside Iran, destroying underground missile facilities that Iran had spent billions building. Bunker-busting bombs collapsed tunnels, command centers obliterated. Iran's missile program set back years. The attack was surgical, devastating, and humiliating. Iran's supreme leader demanded immediate retaliation. The target, an American warship. The method, swarm tactics. Iran's swarm strategy. For decades, Iran has developed asymmetric warfare tactics designed to counter superior American firepower. The theory is simple. American destroyers are powerful, but they have limits. A single Arleigh Burke destroyer carries Aegis Combat System tracks 100-plus targets, 90-plus vertical launch cells, missiles, phalanx, CIWS, close-in weapons, last defense, advanced radar and fire control. Powerful, but not infinite. Iran's strategy attack with so many small, cheap targets simultaneously that the destroyer systems become overwhelmed. Even if 50% of the attack boats are destroyed, the other 50% get through and launch missiles. It's called saturation attack, and on paper it works. The Iranian force March 4th, 2026. 150 fast attack boats. Type Paykop class and Siraj class speedboats. Speed 50+ mph. Armament, anti-ship missiles, torpedoes, heavy machine guns. Tactics, swarm from multiple directions simultaneously. Crew 2,400 plus Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps Navy personnel. 30 kamikaze drones, Shahed 136 one-way attack UAVs, explosive warheads, GPS-guided. Purpose, distract defensive systems while boats attack. The plan, launch from hidden positions along Iranian coast. Swarm USS John Finn from all directions. Overwhelm defensive systems. Fire missiles at close range. Sink destroyer. Close Strait of Hormuz. Declare victory. The Iranians chose USS John Finn specifically. The destroyer was on solo patrol, separated from its carrier strike group by 40 miles, isolated, vulnerable. At 8:45 a.m., Iranian commanders gave the order attack. What Iran didn't know, USS John Finn wasn't alone. The B-1B Lancer, role strategic heavy bomber, nicknamed the Bone. First flight 1974, prototype 1984 production. Status Cold War design still operational. Crew 4, pilot, co-pilot, offensive systems officer, defensive systems officer. Specifications dimensions length 146 ft, wingspan 137 ft swept, 79 ft swept back. Variable sweep wings adjustable for speed or efficiency. Performance max speed, Mach 1.25, 950 plus mph. Service ceiling 60,000 ft, range 5,100 plus miles. Max payload 75,000 lb 34 tons, the largest of any bomber. Why Iran underestimated it? The B-1B was designed in the 1970s. It's not stealthy like the B-2 Spirit. Its radar cross-section is large. It looks like a Cold War relic, but what the B-1B lacks in stealth, it makes up for in 3 areas. 1. Speed. Fastest heavy bomber in the world. Can reach supersonic speeds at sea level. 2. Payload. Can carry more bombs than any other aircraft in American inventory. 3. Flexibility. Can drop precision-guided weapons, cruise missiles, or crucially, cluster munitions. On March 4, 2026, 2 B-1Bs were on patrol over the Arabian Sea, each loaded with a weapon specifically designed to destroy exactly what Iran was about to deploy. Call signs Bone 1 and Bone 2. Weapons load. Each aircraft 84 CBU-105 sensor-fused weapons. Total across both bombers, 168 cluster munitions. The CBU-105 sensor-fused weapon is not a conventional bomb. It's a smart weapon system designed to find and destroy armored vehicles and ships. CBU-105 overview. Official name: Wind-Corrected Munitions Dispenser with BLU-108 submunitions. Nickname Skeet Bomb. Purpose: Area Attack Weapon against armored targets. First use: Iraq 2003. How it works. The kill chain. Step 1. Release. B-1B releases CBU-105 canister from 20,000 plus feet. Step 2. Dispersion. Canister falls, then opens midair. 10 BLU-108 submunitions deploy. Step 3. Deployment. Each BLU-108 releases 4 skeet sensor units on small parachutes. Result: 1 CBU-105 equals 40 individual smart munitions searching for targets. Step 4. Search. Each skeet spins as it descends on its parachute. While spinning, it uses infrared sensor detects heat. Laser radar maps shapes below. Computer processor identifies vehicles or boats by heat signature and shape. Step 5. Attack. When a skeet detects a valid target, engine heat metal hull, it fires an explosively formed penetrator, an EFP, a slug of molten copper traveling at hypersonic speed straight down through the target's engine or fuel tank. 1 CBU-105 canister can destroy 10-plus armored vehicles or boats. Why it's devastating against boats. Fast attack boats generate massive heat signatures from their engines. They're unarmored. They're clustered together. The CBU-105 was designed to kill tanks against fiberglass speedboats with exposed engines. It's overkill. The math. 168 CBU-105s times 40 skeets each equals 6,720 individual smart munitions raining down on the Iranian swarm. Iran sent 150 boats. America responded with 6,720 autonomous hunter-killers. March 4, 2026, 8:47 a.m. USS John Finn's radar screen explodes with contacts. CIC. Captain, we have multiple surface contacts emerging from Iranian territorial waters. Count is 150. Small craft, speed 50 knots, range 8 miles, closing fast. Air contacts 30 inbound drones, altitude 500 FT. The captain's response is immediate. General quarters, all hands to battle stations, engage air threats. 8:48 a.m. Phalanx CIWS systems lock onto the incoming kamikaze drones. The Gatling guns roar to life. Drones start exploding mid-air. Bright orange fireballs against the blue sky, but the boats keep coming. 150 speedboats in a coordinated swarm, approaching from 3 directions simultaneously. The destroyer fires SM-2 missiles at the nearest clusters of boats. Explosions erupt across the water. 5 boats destroyed, 10 boats destroyed, but it's not enough. The destroyer can't engage 150 targets fast enough. The Iranians are winning. On the bridge of the lead Iranian attack boat, the commander watches USS John Finn struggle. In 2 minutes, his boats will be in missile range. The destroyer will be overwhelmed. Victory is seconds away. Then he hears it. A sound he's never heard before. Low rumbling, growing louder. Thunder approaching from the west. 8:51 a.m., 70 miles west. 2 B-1B Lancers dive from 30,000 ft. Their variable sweep wings are pulled back for maximum speed. 4 powerful engines per aircraft scream at full afterburner. Airspeed Mach 1.2 faster than the speed of sound at sea level. AWACS transmission. Bone 1. Bone 2. You are cleared hot. Target coordinates uploaded. Iranian surface swarm engaging friendly destroyer. Execute weapons release on arrival. Copy. Time to target. 3 minutes. Opening bomb bays. 8:52 a.m. The B-1Bs level off at $15,000 FT, still supersonic. The bomb bay doors, 3 massive bays capable of holding 75,000 lbs of ordnance, swing open. Inside, racks of CBU-105 canisters, 84 per aircraft. 168 total. 8:53 a.m. The first B-1B crosses over the Strait of Hormuz. Below, the Iranian swarm is 4 miles from USS John Finn. Missiles will launch in 90 seconds. Weapons systems officer. Targeting computer synced. Wind correction calculated. Releasing in sequence. 8:54 a.m. The first CBU-105 canisters drop from B-1's bomb bay, then another and another and another. In 15 seconds, 84 canisters fall from the first bomber. B-2 follows immediately. Another 84 canisters. 168 CBU-105 sensor-fused weapons falling toward the attacking boats. From the deck of USS John Finn, sailors watch the sky. Dozens of small objects tumbling through the air, falling toward the attacking boats. Then the canisters open. 8:54:30 a.m. The CBU-105 canisters split open at 5,000 LFT. From each canister, 10 B-108 submunitions deploy. Small parachutes blossom. 1,680 submunitions descending over the strait. Then each B-108 releases 4 skeet sensor units. 6,720 skeets begin their hunt. The skeets spin on their parachutes. Infrared sensors and laser radars scanning the water below. They're looking for heat signatures, engine heat, metal hulls, and below them, 150 Iranian speedboats racing at 50 km/h, engines roaring, generating massive thermal signatures. Target lock, target lock, target lock. Thousands of times per second, skeets identify targets and fire. 8:54:45 a.m. The first skeet fires its explosively formed penetrator. A slug of molten copper accelerates to hypersonic speed and punches straight through the engine compartment of an Iranian speedboat. The engine explodes, the fuel tank ignites, the boat disintegrates in a fireball, then another and another and another. In the span of 45 seconds, the sky rains precision death. From USS John Finn's bridge, it looks like a science fiction weapon. Hundreds of small parachutes descending, each one firing a laser-bright streak of molten metal downward. Each streak hits a boat, each boat explodes. The Iranian swarm, 150 fast attack boats spread across 3 square miles, is being systematically erased. Boat after boat erupts in flames. Hulls shatter. Crews abandon ship. Debris rains into the water. The sound is continuous. Explosions overlapping. Explosions overlapping explosions. A rolling thunder of destruction. 8:55:30 a.m. The firing stops. The skeets have exhausted their targets. The CBU-105s have done their job. Below, the Strait of Hormuz is transformed. Where 150 attack boats had been racing toward USS John Finn, there is now only burning wreckage, oil slicks, debris fields, and scattered survivors in life vests. 150 boats, all destroyed in 45 seconds. USS John Finn suffered 0 damage, 0 casualties. Total mission time, 12 minutes. From the moment Iranian boats left their hiding positions to the moment the last skeet fired, 12 minutes. Casualties. Iranian boats destroyed 150 100%. Iranian drones shot down 30 100%. Iranian personnel 2,400 plus casualties unknown. Many rescued. American casualties 0. Weapons expended. 168 CBU-105 cluster munitions. 6,720 skeet submunitions deployed. Approximately 150 to 200 skeets successfully engaged targets. Cost approximately $25 million in munitions versus Iran's entire swarm force. Strategic impact. Iran's largest coordinated naval attack in decades completely destroyed before firing a single shot at the target. The Strait of Hormuz remained open. Global oil shipping uninterrupted. Iran's swarm tactics developed over decades as a counter to American naval superiority, proven obsolete against modern precision weapons. The Iranian miscalculation. Iran bet on quantity overwhelming quality. They sent 150 cheap boats to overwhelm one expensive destroyer. But America didn't respond with more ships. America responded with technology. 2 old bombers, 168 smart weapons. Total overmatch. The B-1B's role. The Iranians dismissed the B-1 Lancer as outdated, no stealth, Cold War design. But the B-1B's massive payload capacity, 75,000 lb, meant it could carry enough cluster munitions to engage an entire swarm simultaneously. No other aircraft in the world could have delivered that volume of precision weapons that quickly. March 4, 2026. Iran sent 150 attack boats to sink one American destroyer. They used swarm tactics. They attacked from multiple directions. They brought overwhelming numbers, and for 2 minutes it looked like it might work. Then 2 Cold War bombers appeared overhead. Within 12 minutes, Iran's swarm was vaporized. Not defeated, not damaged, vaporized. Because Iran learned what every adversary eventually learns. American technology doesn't fight fair. When you bring 150 boats, America brings 6,720 autonomous hunter-killers that rain from the sky and find your engines with infrared precision. The B-1B Lancer, designed in the 1970s to fight the Soviet Union, proved it's still the deadliest bomber in the world when the mission calls for overwhelming firepower. And somewhere over the Arabian Sea, B-1 and B-2 are still on patrol, waiting. Technology that turns quantity into irrelevance. Subscribe.